The International Committee of the Red Cross ICRC has raised concerns over the rising number of missing persons in Nigeria, estimated to be around 25,000 persons. The head of delegation of the committee, while stating this in Abuja at a meeting of stakeholders concerned with cases of missing persons, says that Nigeria had the highest number of missing individuals on the continent. He urged government to be committed to tackling this tragedy that has brought pain to so many families in the country.
We have looked specifically at the northeast area, which is prone to a conflict since more than 12 years, as you know, and we have collected more than 25,000 missing persons through contacting and exchanging with families of them. But of course, this problem is probably just the peak of the iceberg. We may have much more people still missing additionally to the number we have collected today, not only in the Northeast, but also, unfortunately, most probably all around the country, and especially in regions that are prone to insecurity, to violence, and different such of dynamics. We have done quite a lot. It's not enough. We will still have to push, to work together, to embark even more stakeholders, so as at one point, and as soon as that's possible, we may have in the country a body that would be looking at the missing person, supporting the missing family on its own. This is the responsibility of the authorities, but the ICRC will be, of course, supporting it very closely.
I'm assuring you and all well-meaning Nigerians that the federal government is committed to addressing the plight of the missing persons in the country in a comprehensive and humanitarian manner. The ministry is aware of the magnitude and complexity of the issue. The Ministry and the National Human Rights Commission, and also relevant stakeholders, civil society, and technical support of the international community, the Red Cross shall work to find solutions and bring closure to the families of the missing. The federal government, through the mandate of the ministry, shall establish a national mechanism to raise awareness to both plight of the missing and the needs of their families. Establish a collaborative network between and among different stakeholders where methodologies, approaching and questions of missing persons and their families. Building avenues for engagement for stakeholders best suited to their mandates and capacities, and to come up with a solution which all of this shall be guided by several key principles of humanity.
The only space in the Constitution states that once a family member is missing, he can only get a paper or a certificate from a competent court after 5 years. But the argument now is, after 5 years, what happens to the dependent or next of kin or the vulnerable ones within that period? What happens to their education? What happens to their security? What happens to their safety? That is why we are calling that a law, a constitution be made where family of the missing can share their concern through relevant authorities. Where we find ourselves coming in is when they are taking the list of maybe IDPs. That is where we're going. But to be specific for family of the missing, there is nothing on the government side. It is the ICRC that intervene on our behalf. Other than that, there is nothing.
You are well educated, but I don't know the reason why. It's not the state government, it's not the federal government. I've lost the one that is helping me, but otherwise now, I have a children that are graduate. None of us is working. I'm the one still suffering. I have my colleagues here that in ICIC, when they visit our house, they used to see my father. He is the one doing everything. He is the one. My father is an old man. I'm begging the president of Nigeria, he has to take action on this issue. It's not only ICRC that is fighting on this thing. He has to fight on us. We are the one that who voting them. Why? We are the one that we are still suffering. Me, I don't know the reason why. We, the poor people, always we are suffering. We are always suffering. I don't know why.